drop it. Drop it.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Pops and Drops podcast. On this week's episode, we have KILL KADE, who has been spinning for 26 years. He's an underground breakbeat legend and has made massive waves in the underground of Portland. He's also going to be headlining our Tectonic Thursday this upcoming Thursday. Hey, how's it going?
It's going good, man. I'm glad to be here again. Actually, this is our time, so I'm excited to see you guys again.
Yeah, second time. The first time it was only an audio format. Now we got the video format and doing a brand new season. I'm excited to have you back on.
Always getting bigger, man.
So you've been doing this for like a quarter of a century. What kind of got you into it in the first place?
I'll tell you, like that makes me feel a little old now. But
Sorry.
No,
Terrible wording.
it was definitely going to the shows and stuff that were prevalent in the late '90s, early 2000s. Going to see like Paul Oakenfold, Diesel Boy, and Micro all in the same show, and you'd just be like overloaded. So you'd get so much electronic music coming at you that it was just like, oh man, I want to be part of this. It's like super exciting. Everybody gets to kind of come together in this community, and especially for I think like a lot of us, we didn't necessarily belong to the main to the mainstream stuff, so you were looking for that community and to be like, hey, I think I recognize the hot tracks, like I'm seeing what's happening here, and being like, I could do that. And then also when everybody's like, hey, do you want to choose the music that we listen to? You're like, I guess I'm kind of already the DJ.
Yeah.
So let me just like bring
it
to fruition here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So that's kind of how it started in high school. And then I used to go to like Guitar Center every day and go mess around with their equipment until I was able to afford it myself. And I'm sure I annoyed the crap out of them. But, every day I'd show up and be like, what's up? Hey, just want to play around with turntables, got a flash drive. It was fun. Of course, back then it was also vinyl. So I used to actually take my vinyl to Guitar Center.
Wow.
And they'd see me roll up and it was super fun. Just being able to practice on gear. You weren't necessarily in the clubs yet, but it was just fun to be able to be there with your friends and check out all the hottest gear.
Yeah.
I don't know if they necessarily do that anymore.
I don't know if they let kids just roll in there like that now. If they do, that would be awesome.
I know pre-COVID that they allowed people to come in and test out instruments, but there are certain stores that have the instruments for testing, and then there's other stores that just don't have it. It's only purchase.
Yeah.
I think it's like over by Washington Square Mall.
Yeah, and there's also like been a ton of record shops that closed down,
Yeah, super unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But vinyl is making a comeback. Big time. People are still, they're just buying them online now, but like modern artists are still pumping out stuff on vinyl.
Oh yeah, and then you have those ones that move when you do them. Those are the ones that I definitely want to get.
Yeah.
Just for shits and giggles, And
Yeah.
just trying to make sure that you keep it aesthetically pleasing to myself as well as auditorially pleasing to the audience.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I love the whole vinyl world there. I have probably 2,000 to 3,000 vinyl records.
Wow.
But yeah, been collecting for a while.
That's a lot. Yeah.
We were just talking about doing a vinyl night. You want to do that?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Probably sometime in March or April is when we're looking.
Yeah.
Call me up.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah. So speaking about aesthetics, you were a big part of um, Rainbow City when it was still around, and that place looked amazing. How did that kind of come about?
So Rainbow City actually came about. Strawberry Pickle and I were dating, and I was living in New Mexico. She came out to visit me, and we went to a place called Meow Wolf. I'm sure you guys have
Yeah.
heard of it. They have one in Vegas. They have one in New Mexico, and I think that they have other locations too. I just don't know exactly where they are. But yeah, we spent probably about 4 to 6 hours in there, just kind of taking it all in.
Yeah.
And I remember one night, I think it was like Mother's Day, 2017 or something like that. It's just really fresh in my head. But all of a sudden, Strawberry like sits up in bed. She's like, "Oh my gosh, Portland needs to have something like this.
Yeah.
Portland needs to be able to have some sort of interactive kind of experience where they're able to make a community and people can feel like they belong to something."
Yeah.
So that's what we kind of did. It was really rough at first because of course we didn't have the money and finances that they had available. We were working on a shoestring budget,
Yeah.
and but we made it pretty cool with the first location, and then once we got the 10,000 square foot warehouse,
Yeah.
um, that it just became bigger. And luckily we had a lot of artists and people that were really interested in what we were doing,
Yeah.
and it became something kind of special for sure. Um, there was a lot of people involved, and I think a lot of people have good memories
Yeah.
of River City when it was around.
I definitely do.
Uh,
I only got to play there once, but I remember going to the first location a couple times,
mhm.
and then for the Yellow Brick Road thing,
Hmm.
that's when I got to play there on the big in the bigger
Oh,
one.
nice.
Yeah, it was a magical place. They both were. The first one was real. The first one, the smaller one was really sick. I remember going to a couple shows there.
Yeah, I wished that we could have. Originally, my idea was to cut out the upstairs and make like a window
Yeah,
and make that where the DJ booth was coming out, so the DJ booth would overlook
yeah,
the first floor,
yeah,
and people could just dance on the floor there.
yeah,
That would be really
But
cool.
yeah, it would have been really cool. But of course, then you also have just you're only allowed to do certain things
Hmm.
yeah,
when you're renting the property. But we definitely took it to the limit as far as what we did.
yeah, yeah. It was really awesome. It was a really awesome space.
Yeah. So let's bring it back to you a little bit. Where did Kill Kade come from?
Okay, so obviously my name being Killian and Kate, it worked out well, but it was also kind of like a call out a little bit. I think as DJs sometimes we don't always feel like the respect for the amount of time that we put in.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So like sometimes um I don't know if you ever been in this situation where you're about to get up and it's maybe like a little bit of an underground situation. People are like, "Oh no, dude, like one more song," and then like it's like three more songs later, and you're like, "Dude, I'm just wanting to play,"
yeah,
and people are like, "Oh yeah, no, dude, like you're obviously not as good as me, so I'm just gonna play a little bit longer, and that's cool if I cut like 15 minutes into your set, right?" And you're like, "Dude, really?" Because we all want to be able to show our talent and
yeah.
Hmm.
and show what we're there for. So it was kind of like a little bit of a call out where it was like, "Hey, kill me, try it, try to see what you can do, and I'll try to top you."
Yeah.
Um, so it became kind of like this, "Hey, kill Kate if you can."
Yeah.
And then also
Oh
everybody was
shit.
always like, "Oh, you're killing it."
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of like the whole mantra behind it, I suppose, because we all want to be able to succeed, and we all want to be able to have that. come past that obstacle. So it's kind of like this, like really trying to think of the word there, but it's very much a motivation,
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah.
So
Like a challenge.
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely,
Hmm.
absolutely. Because I feel like sometimes that's how we do it in the music world. You know, you're always trying to make the other DJs like step it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You always want to have like a little bit of you know, we're not here as a joke. We're here as like this is what we do.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Speaking of that, have you ever had like a really memorable set where you went on and completely slayed the guy who went on before you?
Okay, so this one I don't know if I necessarily slayed the guy that went on before me, but when we were at Rainbow City and we were closing the
Yeah.
location, um, I had told Strawberry we were only supposed to go till 4 a.m. And I told Strawberry, I pulled her aside and I said, "Look, I played the very first set for Rainbow City. Guaranteed, I'm gonna be playing the last set at Rainbow City."
Yeah.
So she was like, "Well, I don't know. We have everybody set to go at 4." And I said, "They'll be fine with it. It'd be fine." So I walked up to the DJ and I said, "Hey man, they decided they're closing it at 5, not 4. So I'm just gonna plug in." And he's like, "I thought I was the last one." I was like, "Yeah, yeah, no, that's just we got a lot of people here, man. Sorry, dude." And I jumped on, and it just became this killer set that just like
Nice.
everybody was so pumped. We
Yeah.
ended up going to like 5:15, 5:20 or something like that till
Yeah.
they finally shut the lights, like they turned the lights on. And we recorded it on Instagram. The Instagram set, the reel ended up getting like 13,500 views
Nice.
just from like the energy that was
Yeah.
there. So that was a great experience, and especially for all the people that were kind of saying goodbye to Rainbow City. There, it was
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it brought that energy level up a little bit and made it memorable.
When you're going in, how do you structure your set? Because it seems like you're just in the flow zone every time. Do you just like build a sandbox and play out of that, or what's your? How do you like structure what you're gonna do?
Kind Kinda. Pretty much what I'll do is I'll go through my sets and try to build an overall ambiance.
Yeah.
So like when I'm listening to the songs, you'd really think I don't care at all when I'm listening to songs because when I'm listening to them, it's like oh, and I'm like that's good, and and but it's because I'm hearing this overall underlying ambiance
Yeah.
that I want to be emitting, and it has a little bit of a darkness to it, but it also has that urban feel where you're just like, oh man, that's badass.
Yeah.
And uh, but what tends to happen sometimes is sometimes people aren't necessarily into maybe the instrumental tracks or something that I'm spinning at the time. So I try to get some outs or something that lets me be able to transition into another style
Yeah.
of breaks or something like that. That's still gonna fit like me. So at any point, it's like a branching tree
Mm-hmm.
where it's like if I'm looking up on the dance floor, which I admittedly rarely do. I'm so horrible at looking up, but but um
Well,
but
you're
if I look
locked
up,
in. You're locked
yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah, that's exactly right. I'm totally locked in, and people are like, "You look so serious," and I'm like, I'm not trying to. I'm just focused. So yeah, but if I notice that people aren't dancing and stuff like that, maybe aren't digging it, you know, then all of a sudden I'll reach into like my alternates, where I can go like, okay, let me throw a remix or something that lets people like kind of come back to it
Yeah.
and realize like, oh, hey, like it's almost like a reset.
Mm-hmm.
You throw a song that somebody recognizes that's maybe remixed a little bit, it helps them reset to the beat or ambiance that you're trying to emit there.
Yeah. Big time. Is there is there anything that you kind of wish you knew before you chose this life?
Well, so one of the things that when I first started, um, I actually got a book on DJing. They were like, and one thing that they warned you about is like, hey, welcome to one of the most expensive hobbies
Yeah.
that you've ever that you could ever have, and it's totally true. You know, when you're talking about like trying to keep up with what's out there,
Yeah.
not only purchasing music but gear and everything else. So, I mean, I was warned a little bit about that, but one thing that they don't necessarily warn you about that's become a little bit more prevalent in the scene lately is a little bit of gatekeeping and some
Yeah.
it's like cutthroat attitudes
Hmm.
from people where they're just like, you know, they maybe see that there's a push or you're starting to gather some attention, and I don't know if it's jealousy or that they're just really adamant about being like, oh well, you know, I deserve some of the spotlight, but they really kind of want to push their label, even though they're involving themselves with you.
Yeah.
They understandable. Everybody should be able to come up at the same time, but certainly shouldn't cut other people short or put them in you know, slots where they don't deserve it.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh hey, I know we got you on the lineup and everything like that, but we're just gonna have you like open, or we're gonna have it have you be like the pre DJ.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, hold on. You guys said that you wanted me for this.
Yeah.
And there's somebody literally like vacuuming the floor while I'm DJing.
Yeah.
Come on
What?
now.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I've
It's
never even heard of a pre DJ until you just said that. And that's
it's
so sad.
it's the politics,
Yeah,
man. There's
yeah.
too much politics going on and
Yeah.
BS
And
behind everything.
it's definitely a struggle and an obstacle to overcome mentally as well as physically, because you go out there and you really kind of pump yourself up. You say, okay, I'm gonna go out there and do this. And some of
Yeah.
those nights are just like they don't go the way that you want, or it's
Hmm.
just it's a little bit rough. So I feel like overall that's not necessarily something that's talked about
Yeah.
a lot too. That's not um, you know, between DJs. I think a lot of the time outsiders, you know, normies or whatever, they 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 have a feeling that it's like, oh, just it's just an awesome life for a DJ. And you know, they have the memes where they're like, oh, they're not getting paid. Those memes are real.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so it's uh definitely rough, but I think that we all do it because of the fact that we enjoy it,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
we do it because of the fact that we, you know, sometimes those nods or those like thank you from people is what does it for us, what keeps it going for us. I've had a couple people, even when we were doing the Renegades, come up and be like, "Hey, you know, I was having a horrible night, and literally, I was coming to the waterfront to like have ideations, you know,
Yeah.
and like I was feeling really down, and I found your guys' stuff." And this was incredible. I found a community that like and friends that were willing to talk to me, and we had like real conversations. And I was like, well, yeah, you know, that's what we're kind of here for,
Yeah.
Hmm.
is to make sure that people have a place to go, and people that they can communicate with, because there's it's really hard to be lonely, or to feel like you don't belong
Yeah.
somewhere, or to even have that feeling of like fear of missing out somewhere. You know what I mean? Where you're sitting at home and you're like, I know that there's something going on, but I just don't know where it is, and I'm not part of that community.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah.
so to have that consistency is important, I think.
Yeah.
Um, and I just think that also bringing it back to what you were asking, I think that that's a lot of things that aren't really talked about, as far as the pressure and the feeling of obligation to
Yeah.
be like, oh no, like, because I know some groups of the Renegade have been like, oh dude, I don't know, I'm not feeling it. It's really rough. It's the winter time, and I'm like, and we still got to be there for people.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The wintertime's
So
really rough for a lot of people.
Yeah.
it is really rough, and we were able to do it every weekend. Last year and this year it's been a little bit rougher, just for I think some other people in our group. So we haven't necessarily done it every week, but I know we're planning on doing Jungle Bar this next Friday or
Hmm.
whatever
Yeah.
for the Renegade stuff. Still trying to keep it going so people have that consistency.
Yeah. You just got to bring it indoors for a couple months.
Well, and we also ended up getting a 9,000-watt generator. So the thought
Nice.
process is
Nice.
that we might have enough wattage to run some outdoor heaters.
Yeah.
Like even if they're electric, we'd still have the wattage to do it. So,
Hmm.
Yeah.
um, yeah, that's the thought process right now, and we're trying to talk the others into doing it. So
Yeah.
we have some investors that are willing to get the heaters. We just gotta talk them into it. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it sounds like, you you're very motivated and you kind of always have been. What keeps you going?
It's a legitimate question because the thing is, it's like, you get older and you feel like you're like, dang, dude, how am I keep doing this? But I know part of it is the music, getting those nods from people and getting recognition a little bit. But a lot of it is also maybe a little bit selfish. I have something called major depressive disorder. Just recently found out about it, but my therapist was telling me that, like, hey, this is obviously something that you do
Yeah.
to like help you,
Yeah.
um, because it helps you be able to get those emotions out, helps you be able to really keep functioning. Because without that release, you'd be cycling more.
Yeah.
You tend to ruminate more on the negatives that happen, and I tend to also sometimes be a little bit more emotional when it comes to like other people's plights. So when everything is going not so great in the world, it's a little bit hard. So to
Yeah.
be able to try to take that energy and change it into something positive, to where it's like, hey guys, I know things might not necessarily be great right now, but we still have the ability to kind of release and forget about that and still belong and feel like we're becoming stronger as a community.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's beautiful.
So yeah, that's kind of the motivation there a little bit, and also, yeah, I just really think that having a place to belong is important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For especially for everyone goes through different stuff, and music seems to be the one, like, and performing and shows seems to be the one thing that really actually it brings people together, and it lets us all release and just vibe. um and
Oh, for sure.
yeah, for people that are like, who discover it, like, it seems like there's a certain type of people that when they go and they hear an amazing DJ, there's like something that clicks in their brain and they're like, I need to be up there. What
Oh yeah.
what kind of advice would you have the for people just entering and wanting to do it, or younger and upcoming DJs?
Well, one thing that I know holds, like, let's say you're at home and you're practicing. One thing that's going to hold you back a lot of the time is getting getting inside yourself and being like, oh no, that's going to sound horrible. Who cares? You're at home, you're practicing by yourself. Who cares if it sounds horrible? Still jack the volume up on the mid.
Yeah.
Don't cut your mid out, and because that's where all the vocals are. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you're going to commit to it, if you're going to turn it on, then turn it up.
Yeah.
Like, turn it up to the point that it's supposed to be at. Don't redline, because
Yeah.
that's not headlining. I guarantee you. but yeah, just um have that believe in yourself,
Yeah.
Hmm.
and because that's gonna really make the music and everything come together a lot more for you, and it's gonna be more rewarding. I feel like, especially when other people, get excited about it, and then that really brings you to that point where you're like, oh yeah, this is where I belong.
Yeah.
Because I know as DJs, uh, it's an unfortunate thing that I think a lot of us have those periods of time where you're like, am I doing the right thing?
Yeah.
Should I be a DJ? You know,
Yeah,
it's
he's had a
like,
few of us.
Yeah. Everybody. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
everybody.
You're like, that's it. I'm gonna sell all my stuff and it's done.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my
no,
gosh.
no. Yeah, and then you think about it, and you're like, no, I would never do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. You can't
but
give it up.
uh, but yeah, just definitely have that belief in yourself and try to come back to what it all means for you. So that way you can have that refresh. Sometimes if you're feeling a little bit bored with what you're doing, damn, change it up a little bit. There's like
Hmm.
electronic music has so many different genres
Yeah.
that really slap, and like you might not necessarily like a genre, but guaranteed there's a subgenre of that genre that you probably like.
Yeah.
So
Gonna
yeah, I don't
dive
like
deep.
dubstep rhythm, but I like deep dub. So
Yeah.
I'm down with that. Or I'll play some like 140 stuff.
Yeah.
But people were like, I thought you only spin breaks. I'm like, come on. you know, like
That's the other thing
we're
that is like something that I keep running into is people pigeonhole people. They think like, oh, you're just a house DJ. Oh, you're just a dubstep DJ. Oh, you're just a breaks DJ. When most of us like everything and we want to just spin everything, you know?
oh yeah, yeah, exactly. We're only sticking in that because that's what the crowd was looking for at the time.
Yeah,
Hmm.
But that doesn't
exactly.
mean that we can't find a different crowd to mesh with for sure.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. And that's why I definitely think having a list of DJs with all their genres and subgenres is a great idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that way you can kind of have like an overall idea of what kind of mixes you can do throughout the city. Because I know one thing that tends to happen a lot too is you end up getting these cycles where you see the same DJs doing the same events over and over again.
Hmm.
yeah,
It'd be nice to be able to see people
yeah,
share DJs or work together.
yeah,
Yeah,
Um,
actually, just earlier, right before the recital, we were going through Instagram and we were going through all of our friends and we're like, oh, we haven't seen that person play yet, and let's look what sound they have going on, and checking out other people that we haven't.
yeah. I mean, that's what we really want to do. That's what we're trying to do, is open
yeah.
up those doors to everybody, like so that everybody can work with everybody and the whole scene and city can grow and really have Portland be the DJ EDM music capital of the United States, at least. Like, there's so much talent here; it's ridiculous compared to a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
other cities. Like, it's
Oh,
hyper
for sure.
concentrated here.
Oh, absolutely. Along with the community that loves them,
Hmm.
it's just giant. You go see some of these shows and it's packed, just
Yeah,
like shoulder to shoulder.
yeah,
And I think that having that size of a community, it would be really unfortunate to see that kind of like break apart
yeah,
uh, or be fractured, kind of like
yeah,
it has been in the past. I think
yeah,
it's growing, it's getting stronger,
yeah,
um, but also that comes from a couple, members in the community that are trying to make it keep it together.
yeah,
So from what I'm hearing, we may actually end up having a little bit of a meeting to get all the kind of like people that are doing that together,
yeah,
so that way we can kind of all be on the same page.
yeah,
Hmm.
So I think you're probably on that short list. So
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
contact with you. So yeah, definitely. That's what I'm hearing. So
yeah. And
and that's
collaborating with
that's
one another and different groups is that's how we grow the scene.
Yeah, I actually have a calendar with a couple other groups as well, and we share when our events are and times and everything too, and help promote each other's events.
Yeah.
I also have access to the Beat Outlaws, which Patrick
Oh,
runs that.
Patrick. Yeah,
Yeah,
Patrick.
yeah. But I'm able to upload those things too. So we don't just upload ours; we upload anyone's that we see.
Yeah. We really
Yeah,
want to.
Beat Outlaws was it's a great idea. It's definitely it's kind of like Facebook for DJs almost.
Yeah.
But I really like it. Some of these things that people are coming out with, especially in our local scene, are incredible. All kinds of people that are like, "Hey, this scene is incredible, and we want to see it become more well known."
Yeah.
And that's like I said, bringing everybody up is I think a great thing, and I'd like to see more of it for sure.
Yeah. How would you describe your sound to those people who haven't been able to check you out live yet?
Uh, Man, describing my sound is that's always a hard question. I know I try like I said I really like the urban feel. I've done graffiti, breakdancing, breaks and stuff like that for years. Always been interested in it since high school. So to kind of bring that flavor into there, along with having the like modern electronic feel and those like bass waves that we all love.
Yeah.
I think that's just the kind of mix I go with. A lot of people say that it's good like video game music.
Yeah.
Like if you feel like kicking some ass in a video
Like
game,
8-bit.
that's something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've gotten that quite a bit. Um, I think for Thursday, since we're getting close to Christmas, I'm gonna do a couple tracks that are a little bit not necessarily Christmas, but I like to tell stories
Yeah.
in my in my sets. I think a lot of DJs do that, be it subconscious or not.
Yeah.
But I think that there's a couple tracks that I have that I'd like to throw in there that are just like definitely wintertime. They have like funny like sneezes and like a chew as like the breakdown. And everybody's all
Cool.
sniffly and stuff like that right
That's
now,
gonna be
So,
dope.
oh yeah, yeah. No, I get excited for little nerdy things like that.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
And
That's
That's
awesome.
yeah.
That's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
heck yeah.
Do you have
No, I'm
do you have a I don't how, do you have like a message or a goal as an artist as you're performing, like, or just your overall goal
I
in
wish.
this
Well,
pursuit?
I wish I was one of those people that was like, "Hey, I like to get up on the mic and present myself." And that's why I'm a DJ is because I
Yeah.
don't like to actually like talk.
Yeah.
But but you know, I guess one message that I would try to promote was like just treat people with respect, treat each other with respect.
Yeah.
Um, you know, uh, Everybody has their own life that they're living, and as long as it's not hurting other people and causing a disturbance, then you should be okay with them doing that. Um, uh, you know, Help provide a safe environment for your friends and your community,
Yeah.
because there's there's people that will come into a community and have nefarious plans or think that they can try to take advantage of that, and that's unfortunate. But luckily, there's enough eyes out there
Hmm.
that we should be able to keep an eye out and keep things safe for others, and
Yeah.
also, that idea that as the DJs were asking people to come to our events. We're being like, hey, come, it's gonna be a great time. How horrible would you feel if something bad happened?
Yeah.
And so I think that in a way we're all responsible to be a superhero in our own way. You know,
Yeah.
you should have that morals and values that show that you're about keeping you know, yourself and other people safe. I know we all party it up and maybe forget that sometimes, but I think that overall, if you come back to that, it would be a benefit for all of us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Be safe and
Yeah.
Yeah,
be
for
a, be
sure.
a superhero.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
real.
No, well, hey, that's how I imagine DJs. DJs are
Yeah,
kind of like,
that I do too, man. For real. We are
yeah,
superheroes.
yeah, for sure.
And we spin
Uh,
sound, and we
exactly.
save
Our
Yeah,
lives.
you
powers
all
are
saved
10.
someone.
Yeah, for
You all
real.
have saved someone for sure.
For real. Big time.
Yeah.
So you're at Tectonic on Thursday. And
Mhm.
then you're going to be back on Friday at Jungle Bar?
No, no, I'm not spinning on Friday. I just know that the Tracer's crew is going to be there on Friday. But
Cool.
I figure since I'm doing Thursday, I'm not going to try to oversaturate with the Kill Kade stuff. You
Yeah.
know, I figure I'll save it. I'll save it for later.
Do you have any other things coming up?
I have oh, you know, I just got asked by the Narcotics Anonymous subcommittee to do New Year's.
Wow.
So yeah, I'll be doing that kind of interesting turn of events. Yeah, I'll be doing that for New Year's.
Nice.
Um, should be a pretty good crowd. I'm interested in doing it. It's a good like public service
Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm all about it. And then I think in January I have a couple stuff, a couple of things that I'm doing.
We're going to have a blast. We're going to have so much fun.
Yeah, and you have a vinyl night coming up in March or April too.
Yeah, we're going to
Oh,
figure that out cuz I want to see you spin
okay,
vinyl too. That'll be sick.
okay, I'm down. Yeah, no, I got a lot of old stuff. I haven't gotten vinyl in a while, but I'll bring lots of my hot tracks. Should be fun. I haven't done vinyl in probably like 10 years, so
Nice.
should be great.
Well, you got a few months to catch back up.
Yeah.
Okay, deal.
Nice. Awesome. Well, thank you, man. We are really looking forward to Thursday, and it's going to be sick. It's going to be sick. It was great having
Oh
you
yeah,
back on
no,
here.
I'm super pumped and try to get some themes going in there. Maybe people will recognize them, maybe not. Either way, it'll sound awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Awesome.
excited.
No. Well, thank you again. We'll see you
Of
on.
course, dude.
We'll see you in a couple days.
Sounds
See ya.
awesome, dude. Yeah. See ya.